Welcome back to Condo Living, where we can do the maintenance that's required to keep our investments secure and also have a home that we can be very comfortable living in. So let's see what we can do to look after our condo. Okay, in your homeowner's manual, it'll give you the exact time that how often you should be cleaning this. Now I've snapped this off. I'll show you how to go do that. And I'll just see how I got these little brushes here, and it's not putting any pressure on the impeller, but I'm cleaning all the stuff off. And I'll just keep turning it, and taking it out there. Okay, that looks a lot better than it did before. So I'll show you how that I took this out and how you can put this back in. And when you got this out, make sure you clean it off too, because there will be stuff that will be laying in there. And what you do is with this, you can just squeeze this together like this here. And when you do that, you have to poke that back into that hole there. Okay, put that in there, and this has to go in there. That's in. You do the same thing on this side. You can squeeze that together. Doesn't give you a lot of room for your hands. That one is in, and that one is in. Now that you just push this up like this, and it's back in. And so you're ready to go again. Cleaning your bathroom fan. And in your bathroom, in your master bedroom, it's the same process. So just follow this, get it nice and clean, get the dust out of there. Okay, the other thing I would like to say is you'll notice down here, that's actually a safety deal so that the water, if you leave the water on, it will not and the plug in, it won't overfill your tub and run down many floors, flooding out people down below. The other thing is don't put clothes and towels and stuff in here. We've already had a flood where the water has come up and you had towels and different things in there that plugs that up and it runs over and goes down on the floor and down below. So keep that out of there. The other thing is I want to mention that is also a mixer valve. Normally you would have a valve over here and a valve over here, hot and cold, and you would be the mixer. You would be doing the mixing. But now, because we want all these conveniences, we are actually putting in a mixer valve here. So you only use this one valve and you'll have cold and hot water coming to it. But it should be also serviced at least once a year, simply because if you have water that's running from the hot into the cold, you're never going to get cold. Or if you're going to get cold running into the hot, you're not going to get hot. So they're recommending that every year, by law, you should be checking that to make sure that it's working properly. So that's something that you want to maintain in your bathroom, and that would apply to both bathrooms, and more than both bathrooms, all our sinks and different things that have mixers in it. That's an issue we'll have to deal with. For our convenience, we've asked for those things, and it's really nice, but it has to be looked after. Thank you very much. Well, living in a strata, lots of time you have a lot of people. From time to time, you'll have concerns over different things, and guess what? We're no different than the rest of them. And we had issues as regards to concerns that our cold water was not cold enough and our hot water wasn't hot enough. So we did some tests on ours here, and the hot water at the tap should be 120 Fahrenheit. And I checked and we have 115. So that's good. I also checked to see if there's a change within the mixer from one side to the other, and not really. The mixer is not cross-contaminating either the hot or the cold. Also, we had issues, and I noticed them myself, as regards to the cold water actually being not cold enough. But after running them, both the hot and the cold, for quite a long period of time. I checked to find out that where it should be 60 degrees Fahrenheit for the cold, we are 51.5, and that is actually a little bit colder than, but it's still, well, it does well. So it's just a matter of running the taps a little longer. So everything seems to be checking out at this particular time. And I think you can see how I do a test on the water line where the source comes into our building, where the tap I showed you just a while ago is where you shut off the water. And then I do one after the mixer. And so I can tell whether the mixer is actually an issue or not. Ours is fine. The temperature is fine. At least in my unit it is. That's the one I tested. Thank you very much. We'll have somebody come in and check our automatic balancers. They should be okay. Just want to make sure that the water that's coming to our unit is also balanced. Under each sink, you're going to have taps, a hot and cold tap. So if you have a problem, you can turn the water off there. This is the ventless dryer. I'm not a big fan of ventless dryers, but they're supposed to save us energy. I don't agree with it, but that's the way it is. Well, my wife did some laundry this morning, and I thought this is a great opportunity to see how much water we get out of our clothes when they go through the dryer, and how much lint do we get from doing it. So she's going to be opening up the one of the filters right now, and you're going to see in there also some lint and different things that come from that. We're then going to look at another one, and also we've not deliberately not cleaned it out. We would like you to see how much is in there from simply one load of laundry. And I'm going to go in there and you see all the lint and stuff that's in there, and that's from only one load of laundry. Okay, so we'll clean that up after we get done with this video. She's going to put that back in there now. And there we go. It's all in there now. And the other thing we're going to do now is take out the water. How much water did we get from that one load? So I'll just let her go in and drain that, and we'll try and measure that. It doesn't have a real good spout for taking and draining it, but I'm just going to show you now how much water she's got. So this is 2 cups, and so there you go, 2 cups, and we still got water left there. So are you going to just pour that other cup down the sink there? You can see okay, so we got that. So it's going to be over 2 cups of water that come out of there. And that's simply one load that will be dried. So if you don't take that out of there, it's going to evaporate, and it's going to be in your home. It's going to be stuck to your windows and everything else, and you're going to be breathing that in as well. So a lot of people will look at that condensation on their windows, or if it's cold, ice formed on, and they're going to say, that's poor windows. Our developers give us poor windows. No, it's not poor windows. You have to look after your condensation and make sure you get rid of it, so it's not all over your house. So that's just wanted to say. So you're done, you're drying, drain the water out, clean the filters, and get ready for the next load of laundry. Because it takes much longer to dry the clothes, there are reports that actually say the ventless dryer is not as efficient and uses more energy than a regular dryer. I won't get into that debate. You'll have to figure that one out on your own after you get some done. Okay, as regards to the toilet, I just wanted to mention here that there's a trap in here. We showed the trap behind the sink. There's also a trap in the toilet itself. It's built right into the toilet when they made the toilet. There's, and that's important. If you go away for any length of time and the water evaporates, then you would want to make sure that you had somebody flush your toilet to make sure that trap filled back up. Otherwise, sewer gas can come up into your house. The other thing is probably keeping the lid closed is going to help to prevent as much water from evaporating. Now down underneath here, and you have to stick your hand in unless you're little and look in, but there is a tap. If you ever have a leak or something like that, there's a tap down underneath. You can just start to see it. There it is right there. And you can take now and you can shut that off. And so you won't, it'll prevent it from continuing to leak. So remember where that shut off is. And you got 2 shut-offs under the sink that we showed you before. So that's pretty well going to do us for the bathroom. I just want to show you over here the other little deal here, and that's the GFI. And I'll just get you to show in there. That is the other GFI that you want to reset, turn it off and reset it every month, just to make sure that it's all working. In series number 10, we'll be covering the other bathroom in the master bedroom. This is the washer and dryer. We have a ventless dryer, and we're going to tie this into the humidity report that I told you we'll be covering a little bit later on. Also, too, something else that'd be of interest. This is where our drain is for our washer, and we have also 2 water arresters there, and we'll talk about them and the purpose of them as well. And that'll be in the next series that'll be coming up. So you can look forward to that, but it's not going to be a great deal because we're going to leave this primarily for the humidity one because, yep, there's a source of humidity here, and we're going to show you what it is. We're in the guest bathroom, and we're underneath the sink, and I want to show you a few things here. First of all, you'll notice that we have 2 lines, one hot and one cold, and that's for the goes up into the mixer, and we'll talk about the mixer a little bit. But you also see some other things in here, and I'm going to go over to the side so you can see better that we have a trap there. And about that trap, I'll just pull back over. That trap is used to have water in it. And when the trap is full, and you'll see water that'll come up to here, that will prevent the gas, sewer gas, and other gases from coming up and going into your home through your sink, which is not healthy for you. The other thing that you should know about that trap is when you go along on a long vacation, that water is in there, but it's going to evaporate. Oh, that's more water coming into our place. How many traps do we really have? Quite a few. So what it's going to do, once the water evaporates and goes down, it opens up the trap so the sewer gas can come into your home. So that's one problem. The other problem is if it's sitting there, you're going to be getting evaporation that's going to put humidity in your home. And that's normal. That's going to happen most of the time. But you got to realize that's where a lot of the water is coming from that's going into your home, that's creating the humidity that a lot of people blame on the developer or the window company as it comes up into the home, ends up onto the windows and various different things in your house. So I just wanted to show you that. I'm now going to come up. You'll see me come up now, and I'm going to be, okay, there we are. Now, normally before, we would have in a home, not many years ago, we would have taps. You'd have a cold tap and a hot tap over here. I'll just go over there. One's here, one's there. And you're the mixer, and you mix it. Now, because we all want convenience, it's all on one lever. Look at there. And you can bring it up or down, depending on what you want, and you mix it. The problem is you have to now maintain that mixer, because what can happen is the cold water and the hot water in there actually can be with problems with O-rings, different things can cross over. So you're not getting the cold you want because hot is running into it. And you're not getting the hot as much as you want because cold is coming into it. So actually they're saying that actually by law we should be checking and looking after those mixers every year. Now we've been in here 5 years, so I guess the question is, how many of us have did that? So that is one thing that we got to look after, and this is in the guest bathroom. Now, I'll show you a little more later on the other things that's in the guest bathroom that we should be looking after. Well, guess what? I think we got this here guest bathroom done. We did the GFI, we did that. We've actually went down under the sink and we did that, and we checked the toilet and the traps. We did both traps, and the importance of being able to make sure that the traps are kept full to keep the gas out. And then up here, we went in and cleaned our fan in the bathroom as well. We showed you the things you got to be aware of in the bathtub. So we pretty well did that. Did we have everything done?
Yes.
Great. Well, this is Patrick back from on the condo living, and there's some things that you should know. I'm in the closet in the master bedroom right now, and wherever you have your main shutoffs, not only you, but all the people living in your home that are in your home alone at one point or another should know where the shutoffs are for your unit, so they can shut the water off in case they have a leak. And this one, it's in the master bedroom, and we're in the closet. And the way to open a door to this, you can't just pull it off. You have to slide it this way here. See, I slid it. Now you got a hole there. See there? Now I can take and I can just move this back like that, and there it is. It's off. And the reason why, you'll see the spring on this one here. I'll get it over this way. And that spring has to move like that, and then you can pull it apart. And that was the part that I was just showing you. See how that moves like that. Then you can lock it in. Okay, after we've done that, I just want to show you in here, you have two taps. One is for the cold, and this one is for the hot water. And it's nice to support the line with one hand when you turn it off with the other hand. And so I will just show you here. My hand's probably in the way. There you go. There you go. It is fully shut off now, and you will have no leaks from your cold line. You do the same thing with your hot line, and you shut that one off as well. Now, some people complaining they don't get enough cold water, enough hot water, and this is a very important area to start doing testing. This is where the water comes into your unit. And right here now, I'm just going to, I'm going to show you, there we go, we're on Fahrenheit. I'm checking the temperature here right now to see what the temperature is. And right at this time, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it shows that it is actually 74.7. It'll go a little bit up and down, 78 and so forth, but it's 74 basically 0.7 in there. Now, if I go over to the hot one, I'm just going to show you on the hot one and show you what that one is there now. And that one is, you could say, maybe just going to get that, about 80. It shows 81 at that particular point. So I know what that is. So if I go and I go up on your tap, which comes after the mixer, it should be the same temperature. But if it's not, something is wrong with your mixer. The temperatures of the cold and the hot water were not what they should have been. But after I run the hot water for a period of time and the cold water, they come up to very close to what it's called for them to be. So this is a very important place. And when you're doing things, and sometimes you get these closet organizers and different things, and we've found that some places actually have this covered. You can't even get to it because they bring somebody in and put an organizer there, and then you have a sheet of something over there, whether it's plywood or particle board or whatever it is, to organize their closet. And I tell you what it does, it puts you in great danger if you ever have a water leak. This should be open. You should be able to walk here. You shouldn't have to move piles and piles of stuff out of here to get to it. And you should be able to open it and shut off your tap. That's a safety thing that everybody that's in your household should know where it's at and how to deal with it. Thank you very much. We will have to finish the plumbing in series number 12. There's just a little bit too much here and it's dragging on fairly long. I don't want to bore you. So look forward to see you in series number 12, and we'll finish with the mixers and the plumbing. So we'll catch you then. Thanks for being with us. So I had mentioned to you in the beginning that the reason why my wife and I actually chose to live in a condo was to free us up so we could do a lot of traveling. We love traveling, especially in the north where there's lots of snow and ice and different things like that and glaciers. So we were planning on going over the Northwest Passage. So, but you'll see all these red dots. That's what we've been covering, and we're planning on covering more, and that's why we're actually in a condo and we're looking after it now. So we really appreciate that. So from time to time, you're going to see us show different parts of the world, especially in the north, and the animals and different things in it. And that's why we're here. We wanted to be freed up to do some traveling, and a condo to us was the best way to do it, right?
Yes.